Just a few refreshers on how to do your stitching sewing project. This is your sewing kit. This is the yarn bin. And remember, when you want to thread your needle, you have to use the needle threader pink piece of paper and put your yarn in the pink piece of paper, not hanging out. Close it up and then put the piece of paper through the eye of the needle, pull it through, release the pink paper, put it back in the sewing kit, tie on your yarn to your needle by making a loop and putting the tail through the back of the loop and pulling. Make sure it's tying itself to the yarn, not to the metal needle. And then on the other end, make a double knot, make a loop, pull through, and do it another time. So it's a double knot, 2 knots. Put the tail through the back side and pull slowly so it catches on that first knot. Now you have a needle on one end and a double knot on the other. You are ready to sew. Your project today is much further than what I am on this example, but I just wanted to refresh your memory on how to sew. When you have your needle, you have to pull it all the way till the knot stops, and then put the needle back in on the side where the yarn is coming out of your piece of fabric. Remember, you might have to flip over your fabric to put your needle back in to sew another stitch. Don't wrap it around to the other side. Keep it on the side where the yarn is coming out of the piece of fabric. Now let's say you are done sewing the outside of your shape. You have to flip it to the back, have the yarn come out the back side, put your needle through the closest stitch sideways, make a loop, underneath slide the needle through the loop and pull slowly so it's a knot. Do it again. Slide it sideways through the closest stitch, make a loop, and then underneath slide the needle through the loop opening and pull so it is a double knot. Then cut it off right above the knot. At the end of art, you have to either untie the yarn so the needle comes off and it goes back in the sewing kit, or you can cut it right below the needle so it goes back in the sewing kit. If you have a long enough piece of yarn like this, we can use that again, put it back in the yarn bin. But if it's super short and we cannot use it again, put that in the corner of the table, and the clean crew will throw it in the trash.